Hello and welcome to a special collab episode with LanUP. LanUP is another content creator on YouTube and Twitch who plays a lot of expeditions, as well as spicy constructed decks and a variety of other games. What I love about LanUP is that he's excited to make awesome plays, always enthusiastic and in a good mood. After meeting each other in an expedition game, we decided to do a special episode together where we face each other. However, we sadly can't play the expedition modes versus friends because the card limit for constructed decks is 3 and you can't guarantee to go versus each other on the normal expeditions queue. This is where my favorite format in Legends of Runeterra comes into play. Champroll battles, a custom format not directly supported by Riot. The basic rules of a Champroll battle are simple. Go to any LRR Discord server and type in the Champroll command for the LRR bot to generate 2 random champions for you and your opponent. You then build a deck around those 2 champions, including 3 copies of each, and face each other in a best of 3. So whoever wins twice first wins. With LanUP we added the special twist of only having 5 minutes to build our decks. Let's check out the games first before I want to explain in the end why I think Champroll battles are the most skill testing format in Legends of Runeterra. In our first roll I got Diana and Jinxed, whereas LanUP hit Akshan and Aurelion Soul.
Who brings a dragon to a gunfight?
I wasn't sure what to expect from this combination, either an aggressive Akshan list or some Mimi Targon's Peak cost reduction deck. So I decided to just bring a solid deck for the first fight. My personal rule when playing Champroll battles is that I want to build a deck where both champions have the ability to flip, so this is what I went for. Poro Cannon is an amazing staple with Jinxed, allowing you to empty your hand twice in a single turn for a mega death rocket, but it can also be used as a Nightfall enabler. I filled up the deck with Nightfall cards and burn spells and headed to the match. Game 1 started and I already knew something weird was happening when LanUP was predicting a lot. He then went to tutor with Divergent Paths despite having the 1 mana advanced landmark in the deck, but got lucky to still hit the Targon's Peak.
I realised as I was playing the game was that I'd put Targon's Peak and what's his face, the Diverted Path, the draw landmark spell.
Yes.
And I completely forgot. Yeah, that as you say, that I'd put the other landmark in my deck. That I'd put because I was like, oh, I'll put that 1 mana landmark. It's a good turn 1. Plus, it's got predict. Completely forgot that it was a landmark. So I was like, oh my god, it's like. But I drew one of them, so I was like, okay, there's still slightly more percentage chance that I'm gonna get Targon's Peak, and I just got Targon's Peak. So
this put me on a pretty quick clock since I had no way to beat an Aurelion Soul. I managed to poke LanUP down to only 3 life, but a clutch star shaping saved the day. A rocket would have still finished the job, however my plan was faltered by a 0 mana Disguise Descent. No, Disguise Descent for 0! What is this? And LanUP slowly destroyed me with gigantic invokes. Let's watch from his perspective.
Let's go, RNGesus! Okay, play a card. Just play a card. Be Billy Big. Actually, yeah. Oh no! God damn you! This is where we come. This is where we get back in the game. Oh, Aurelion Soul, my daddy, my boy. Okay, this is literally where we just come back into the game and destroy. Why am I enjoying this so much? Okay.
Now that I knew what was up, I understood that we had to go fast, since once Targon's Peak hit the field, it would be too late. We assembled a strong board while LanUP continued having fun invoking and pushed the opponent down to 4 life, but Targon's Peak was on the board. Instead of the whole galaxy imploding, only 2 fighting sisters hit the field, but even they learned that
everyone goes boom!
Yeah. Oh, they're not! Oh, how dare you! that was my only way to live! That was my only way to live, you swine!
we then managed to flip our Jinx, develop the rocket, and
Catch!
in the next game we were lucky enough to draw our Jinx once more, but LanUP had enough of it and borrowed some of Aurelion Soul's power to end this once and for all.
Is that my asteroid belt?
I then took Akshan up on his quote
Don't want to die? Don't do terrible things.
and killed him.
This is justice.
We started to run out of cards, but the power of main characters always showing up on the last possible moment saved us once more.
Main. Oh, of course, Jinx comes back.
You're not laughing.
An overwhelming amount of burn then got us the win. Our next roll gave me the Space Dragon with Fiora, and LanUP got LeBlanc with Vladimir.
Hello, my darlings.
I was sure that an aggressive deck was coming, so I decided to go all in on the Fiora game plan.
They don't stand a chance.
The first game started with us keeping the board even. Fiora was,
Always 2 steps ahead.
but LanUP still outplayed her, getting rid of Vladimir in the process.
After all these centuries.
LanUP was happy on the aloof hit, but also scared.
Using this move.
You dropped something.
You dropped everything. Oh, judgment! Okay, so but the problem is we now know that they have judgment. Judgment is part of their game strategy.
I asked the stars what my next play should be, and to my surprise, Fiora answered.
Try me.
Aurelian Soul came in handy, protecting us from the aloof discard on the judgment.
Classic misdirection.
My final big attack then got halted by a second judgment.
Speed Jerry, go, 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 go. It's gonna be judgment, and I know that they had one. We know that we got rid of one copy. It's gonna be judgment. Judgment just comes down. We got rid of one copy of judgment. But of course, there was gonna be the second copy.
Death by 1,000 cuts.
Game 2 was pretty short and sad because I didn't find any Fiora, and the stars failed me this time.
You rang?
LanUP just rushed me down and was even prepared for my bluffed judgment in the end, and we lost.
Judgment, and then get excited. So they do that, and then they go judgment. I mean, is that you say shadow mode judgment? Oh wait, what? I actually legitimately thought I was gonna see judgment.
Well, this certainly isn't my fault.
Yes, Aurelian Soul, it is. For the last game, the premise was clear.
As long as you don't draw Fiora, I'm fine. Good luck.
We didn't draw Fiora at first, but luck was on our side. Yes! Oh my god.
Just the way I like it.
Fiora shared her opinion about the Daring Poor constructed deck.
Balance that.
Then LanUP tried to kill Fiora.
How many buffs? How many buffs do you have? And can you buff past as much damage? Like, can you buff past the damage which I can do?
Is this supposed to be a challenge?
LanUP then accepted that playing Daring Pogos in a fun challenge is unethical, and Mystic shot his own unit as a sign of goodwill.
Squish goes the spider.
And after LanUP gave us the green light to playing an 8-cost unit, we ended the game with the Fiora victory.
The outcome was obvious.
I just...
Our third roll brought me Leona and my opponent Tarek and Talia.
Come on, there's so much to see.
Don't stare directly at me for too long.
No doubt we would both do it again.
What is going on?
I've never seen such beauty.
Your lies end here.
The games were rather grindy, with both of us throwing sunbursts around, but LanUP channeled the power of our last 2 abridged episodes to create a big Tarek. We seized the opportunity to strike him down to 5, and then the Golden Armor Armada assembled and we brought down the stuns.
Glorious light,
Game 2 had a similar start, only that we did a much better job leveling up Pantheon. Albeit losing Thor in the process. LanUP also proved that he's a mind reader.
We just use this. Just use this and force down this man. Screw you with your big stats. They can't use Bastion. That was the other good thing about that, is they could physically not use Bastion. So
see, can we do it? No, the sunburst! Ah! I knew it, that's why I made the bastion. Leona looked Tarek in the eye and he blushed, falling off the mountain.
Bask in the light's radiance.
However, he got back up immediately.
I've climbed bigger.
We foolishly gave away one of our Pantheons, only to then lose the other one. Going to play around the second half. I don't believe you. No! A big attack ensued, and LanUP finished the game in style.
Dude, actually, wait. If I make tally, and then make another tally, or make another. Okay, if I do this, I can kill them, right?
I see the beauty in the snow.
In the final game, we got our Fallen Combat revenge on Talia.
Oh, look, a rock.
Ow, ow, ow!
Over time, I managed to get a real big board. And then accidentally misclicked when going for the win. Oh no, I misclicked! Ah! But we got our stuns anyways. With everything stunned after an excellent hush use, wow. We conquered Mount Targon for us.
We will shake the heavens without victory!
For our last fight, I got assigned Riven and Tahm Kench, whereas LanUP hit Lucian into Stunner.
I am unbinged.
Since it was our final set, I decided to fully embrace the memes and build a fun deck. One thing that always annoyed me with Riven was that she gets buffed up,
I am reforged.
but then loses all those stats again.
Teach me how to start over.
My idea was to preserve those stats by having a bubble bear eat her and become the biggest bubble in the world.
Where there's a will, there's a meal.
This is the deck we ended up with. We managed to annoy LanUP in the early game with our Tahm Kench.
I want them to use the acquired taste first. So what I want is them to use the acquired taste first, because once they use that, if I have Dragon on the board, there is the potential chance that I can. It's so annoying because they know to get rid of that, or like at least like make that cost more. Pass it back, because they pass back to me. Okay. It's just, they know that they've got this, and that's where the annoyance is that I know I want to throw this down, but I know in throwing that down I'm actually causing myself more pain. I'm gonna make this go down in power, make it sod it. Just eat someone! Just eat someone, damn you!
But then had to satisfy his hunger.
My comestibles are getting cold.
This led to a giant dragon coming out and to the start of the end. We had a cool play with Shelly, who found the Riven Sword instead of the Moonstone. But it felt like LanUP had the answer for everything. In the end, we lost the board and died at just 2 familiar deaths versus the Screeching Dragons. I was sure that my combo would come to fruition though, since, as Riven would say,
You cannot break what is already broken.
Game 2 got off to a good start when we got Riven her sword back on turn 4. But LanUP forced Senna to die.
Set her free, you monster!
I would give you back your life if I could.
Lucian then sacrificed his minions to take out my Riven.
Can't save them all.
Our last chance was stunning the Lucian with the card Coral Creatures gave us, and then going in for killing the whole board. But sadly, LanUP had the answer. And killed us with his own elusive.
I mean, they're saying Shenamo. I mean, I guess it's because we've got the elusive, haven't we? Of course, so we can just go forward and go with the elusive. I was going to say, they're saying Shenamo, but Shenamo here! We did it! We did it! Yes!
I then admitted on not liking Tahm Kench outside Targon, which led to LanUP not being amused. Enjoy.
How dare you! You could make a very good Tahm Kench deck in several places, not just Targon. Okay, Tahm Kench works in Shurima as well, because there's the Zillion spell, which means that he comes back. He doesn't die. He comes back with more health and whatnot. Not only that, but if you make a more mono Shurima list with Tahm Kench and a couple of Bayou Brunches, you can make the stupid thing whereby you keep using the ambassador who brings him out with +2/+2, and then you keep using the ambassador with Bayou Brunch, and you keep eating, and then so when they come out they summon another, so you keep getting the Bayou Brunches coming by getting more Tahm Kenches in hand, and then you just go insane. So how dare you tell me that there's only like a Tahm Kench is terrible.
In the end, we won this Champroll battle 3-1 and it was a ton of fun. I first got introduced to the Champroll battles by my friend Ethereal Wonder, and we played against each other dozens of times, even adding in extra rules like only using cards in certain expedition buckets. It combines the playing multiple random champs and decks part from expeditions with a lot of mind games. What will my opponent draft? How and how much should I counter that? Or is it just better to follow my own strategy? Definitely give the format a try, especially if you love expeditions. Feel free to DM me on Discord if you want to give it a shot. Also check out LanUP, links to his YouTube and Twitch channel are in the description, and of course come by to our Expeditions Discord. Thanks for watching.